Okay, so today's topic Ansible. So the main objective of Ansible. So till now we discussed about so many tools. So we also focused on the Jenkins complete part. So how to create the jobs in two ways, like creating jobs and creating pipelines. Everything we have seen in the last classes. Now today's topic is Ansible. The main advantage, the main purpose of the Ansible tool. So let me give a scenario so that you can easily understand. Okay, for example, I want to install some services and I want to deploy few applications. Okay, for example, a single machine has some applications are there. Application is running. Okay, say 5 applications or 2 applications are running. So I want suddenly the load is increased. So what happened? I want to increase the machines. I want to increase the machines to 100. Okay, still the load is increased. So I want to increase the machines to 1000. So for that, so at a moment you cannot launch the 100 machines or 1000 machines. Okay, because if you want to launch the machines, what you need to do? Okay, so you need to choose the auto scaling. There is one advantage automatically. So application will be scaled up and scaled down. So, but the machine will be scaled up and scaled down. So that is one way. So we can also do the same process by using this Ansible tool. Okay, so that's why Ansible is called as configuration tool and deployment tool. So we can do the deployment also. With the help of Ansible, we can do configurations as well as deployment. That's why it's very, very important in the real time. So in the interviews, they are asking, so did you complete the Ansible certifications? So in the real time certifications, mostly they are asking in interviews. So, but we need to say, so we did not complete the Ansible certifications. If you want, you can, if you are expert in the Ansible, then you can go and attend the exams in the Ansible related, and then you can get the certificate. Then you can say, so I have the Ansible certification. So most valuable. Ansible certifications and Kubernetes certifications, those are most helpful in the interviews. So those who are looking for interviews, so the certifications are important. But once they are in the jobs, so for them it is not mandatory, but it is good if they acquire the certificates. Okay. So anyway, Ansible is called as configuration tool and as well as deployment tool. That means with the help of Ansible, okay, we can launch the multiple, we can create the, okay, we can do the configurations and we can do the deployments in multiple applications, multiple servers. Okay, so for example, I want to take the first machine. So one machine HTTPD is installed. HTTPD is installed and here this is running 2 applications. So suddenly the load is increased. So I want to deploy, I want to install the same application and the same, I want the same server, same service and same applications into the remaining machines. So for that, this Ansible tool can be helpful. So with the help of Ansible tool, so we can do the configurations. That means here, so we are giving the details of the 100 machines. For 100 machines, we have 100 IPs are there, right? So we are giving the 100 IPs information in the Ansible host section. Ansible, there is a host section will be there. So in the host section, we are giving the complete information of the machines. So in that machines only, we are doing the deployments and we are doing the configurations. Okay, so regarding this Ansible topic, so what are the different topics in the Ansible? The first one, installation as usual. The first topic is about installation, and second one we are working with the modules. Okay, the second one we have the Ansible modules are there, and after that we have the playbooks. So very, very important playbooks, and after that, so roles. Ansible roles will be there. So these are the major topics in the Ansible. Okay, installation, modules, playbook, and roles. So in interviews also mostly they are asking the questions in the Ansible. Okay, so very, very important tool. So definitely you're getting the questions from this Ansible tool. Okay, so what are the other tools for Ansible? So we are discussing in our syllabus, we are going to discuss about these topics. Okay, but in addition to this, we have some more other products which are available with the Ansible. So those are Ansible, okay, Ansible Galaxy, okay, Ansible Tower, so Ansible Dock, okay, so like Ansible Vault, okay, so like that. So I'm also discussed about this Vault section also. So Vault also I'm going to explain. So these are the some other features which are available in Ansible. Okay, so Ansible Galaxy. So what is the meaning of Ansible Galaxy? Means that is used to work with the roles. So mainly this is used to work with the and Ansible Tower. Ansible Tower means whatever you are doing in the command mode, because Ansible, okay, is a complete command mode operation. That means we are using the commands. Okay, we are working with the command Ansible. The command name is itself Ansible. Okay, we are working with the command Ansible. Okay, so instead of working with the command mode, okay, we can also work with the GUI mode. So that GUI mode is called as Ansible Tower. Okay, the same operations whatever you are doing with the command line, so the same thing you can do in the Ansible Tower. But remember, Ansible command line is free version, is free. Okay, Ansible command is free version, free to use. You can call Ansible CLI, command line interface. That is free version. There is no charges for this. But for Ansible Tower, so it is chargeable. Most in the industries are real time also, very few companies which are preferring the Ansible Tower. So mostly this major companies which are working with the command line only, because once you are writing the script, then that script can be useful, okay, for any project. So next, Ansible doc, it gives the documentation of the complete project. Ansible vault. Vault means it is used to, it is something like storage. Okay, used to encrypt or decrypt the files. Encrypt or decrypt the files. Okay, I'll show that part later. So in addition to the Ansible, we have some more other tools that are available. Okay, so those are Chef, Salt Stack, etc. So these are some other tools which are which can be used, which are alternative to the Ansible. But so these are not freeware. The major difference between the Ansible and these tools is those are not freeware, whereas Ansible CLI is free version. But so these tools are not free. Okay, so one more difference between this Ansible and these tools is, okay, to give the host section. Okay, so the host section in Ansible is available. The Ansible itself. Okay, host section, that means the server information. We can call the host section. We can also call as server information. Okay, server information is available in the Ansible itself. But whereas for the remaining tools, for these tools, so this host section will be available in other server. Okay, host section is available in other server. That is called as middle server. We can also call that as middle server. Okay, so this is also called as middle server. That means extra one more machine is required to store the this host information. That is a major drawback of these other tools. One is these tools are not freeware, and host information is available in the other server called as middle server. Okay, so these are about the major differences. You can also in interviews they're asking what is the difference between Ansible and other tools. So why you are preferring only Ansible? So then you can tell these 2 points. One is Ansible is freeware, Ansible command line is freeware. Okay, so but the other tools are not free. Okay, so you can say the host section, host information is available in the Ansible itself, whereas for other tools, so the host is information available in the other server called as middle server. Right. Okay. This is about introduction to Ansible. So now, before going to the installation, so we need what are the prerequisites? What are the prerequisites for Ansible? So the major prerequisite is Python. Okay, the major prerequisite for this Ansible is Python, because Ansible is developed by Python language. Okay, Ansible is developed by Python language. And one more important point. So here you are writing the scripts. Ansible scripts you are writing. Scripts you are going to write in the playbooks. So those scripts are in the AML language. Okay, the language name is called AML. So remember this name, very, very important. The full name is yet another markup language. Another markup language. This is the AML full form. Okay, this part again we will discuss at the time of playbooks. So the prerequisite is Python, and next one is SSH communication. These two are mandatory. Okay, how we are connecting one machine to another machine by using SSH communication, right? Where we have a command, right? SSH-i pem key and the remote user at the rate of IP. So with that command, we are able to connect with the remote machine. So here also, so we need the SSH communication and we need the Python language. So these two must and should. Okay, here the Python should be installed in the main machine. That is enough. So here, for example, I'm taking here one machine. So one master machine I'm taking here, and two slave machines, slave 1 and slave 2. And in the master machine, I'm installing the HTTPD application, and I want to deploy one application, say hi.html. And I want to install the same thing in the remaining two machines. Okay. For that, what I need to do? First, I create the 3 machines. First thing, I create the 3 machines. I don't want to log in the remaining 2 machines, but the application should run in the remaining 2 machines. That is my objective. So for that, in the main machine, in the master machine, okay, I have already created the service as well as deployed the file. Okay, so for that, what I need to do? So I need to install the Ansible here. I need to install the Ansible in the master machine, and with that master machine only I need to work with the remaining 2 slaves. Okay, so that part we will see anyway. So here, by sitting in the first machine, in the master machine only, I can able to do the deployments and I can able to the installations. That is possible with the help of Ansible. That's why it is called as configuration tool as well as a deployment tool. Okay, so for that I'm taking the demo here. So here I'm launching 3 machines. I'm taking again Amazon Linux because of its facility. You know that it is lightweight and some internally those are available. I'm giving the name as Ansible Master. So I'm going to launch two more machines. But in the real time, we have 100 number of machines, 1000 number of machines. So it depends on the application. Okay. So I'm writing the slave one, I'm taking the same security group for the three machines. And I'm going to launch the third machine. So the V1 launch. Now Ansible master slave one, slave two are running. So first I want to install the Ansible in the main machine, in the master machine. So that's why I'm logging into the master machine. Okay, so I want to show one more thing. Yesterday I have used the T3 micro, right? T2 dot medium. Okay, so for that, so my charges will be 23 rupees. Actually, uh, you are getting some more less charges only. Okay, not up to 23 also you are not getting, because I have used up almost 2 to 3 hours. So that's why I'm getting these charges. Okay, mostly you're getting less charges for T3 medium, so you can practice in that T3 medium also. It's not a problem. Okay, but be careful. So better to stop the machine as well as to change the instance type here. Okay, so you can change the instance type here. So go to the instance settings. Instance, here you have an option change instance type. Then only here you can change. So here you can change the instance type here. So after completion of your job, so just change this T2 medium to T3 micro, T2 micro, and just save it. Okay. Now currently I'm using this Ansible master. Now I want to install the Ansible. So for that, Ansible in Linux. We have so many options here. You can see here. You can install number of ways. First, you need to install the Python, right? So the prerequisite for this Ansible is Python only. Therefore, just first of all check the package, whether the package is available or not. Sudo yum search Python. So you can see the number of packages available with the name Python. So I want the version Python 3. Okay, I want the version Python 3 with the pip. So along with the pip we require. Not this. Python. The tool for installation managing Python 2 packages. Python 2. So for Python 3. Python 3 pip. This is very required. Okay, so this tool we need to install. Therefore, apply the command sudo yum install So package Python 3 Amazon. So already installed on latest version. If you're using a Linux machine, then you need to install this package. But Amazon Linux already these packages are pre-installed. So for that, you can check the version. Keep version. So Python is there here. So that's why it is showing this one. So usage Python option, right? So on double hyphen here. So Python is already inbuilt. So I did not install the Python. Okay. So here the Python is available now. So let us check the version for pip3 because we installed the pip3. Let us search for pip3 version. So pip also available here. Okay, this is already default installation. Python 3 is available and pip3 also is available. So with the help of pip3 only, we are going to install the this Python. So if you don't know how to install this one, just you can Google it how to install the Python. Just use these commands. You can get it. You can have a lot of websites. You can show the installation path. So, but no worry. So I'll also provide the commands for execution purpose. The first command is this one only. So you can search the Python, and second one just install the Python and just search for the package if you're using Linux machine. But remember, in the real time, so mostly the basic versions are not used because of it, because we need to install each and every, right. We need to install all the packages inbuilt. So that's why in the real time, so those packages are not used. So instead of that, we are using the packages called as we have some name for that. Those are lightweight. Okay, so those packages are very lightweight. Okay, so I'll tell you the name of that package. Okay, anyway, so now Python is available. It is available here in the machine. So now, if you want to install the Ansible, so the command is pip3 install Ansible. So here, very important. So generally, if you want to install any application, you need to give the sudo. Okay, you need to give the sudo. So for if you want to install the Ansible, okay, as a root account, okay, as a root user, so you should give the sudo. But I don't want to give the I don't want to install the Ansible as a root account. So that's why instead of that, I'm giving as a user account. Okay, I want to use this Ansible in this particular user only, in the EC2 hyphen user only. That's why the command here it is pip3 install Ansible double hyphen user. Okay, click on enter. Now it is downloading the Ansible. So it is installing all the tools of Ansible. The only difference between Linux machine and this Amazon Linux is in the Amazon Linux, Python is inbuilt, whereas in Linux machine, you need to install the this Python, and you need to install the that SC Linux policies also you make to install. Okay, but this Amazon Linux, those are not required. You can also use Ubuntu also. For Ubuntu also same process. There is no difference. So I'll take the Ubuntu also, Ubuntu machine. Why I'm taking Ubuntu, I'll tell you. Three. Same security group. But remember, I'm not logging into these machines. Okay, just I'm creating these machines and I want to deploy the applications. That's it. But I'm not logging into these machines for installation or for deployment. Okay. However, I'm logging into these machines, slave 1, slave 2, slave 3 for checking purpose, whether my this code is executed or not. For that process only, I'm just logging for checking only. So now see Ansible is installed. So for that, check the version. So here the command Ansible -version. So see here. So Ansible version is 2.11.16. So that is a version that is installed. Okay. Now Ansible is available now. Okay. Now Ansible is installed. So installation is completed. Okay. Installation part is completed. So I just executed two commands. So one is, so I search the package for Python. So next, after searching, just install the Python if it is there, not required. But anyway, you need to check that. Command. So this is the command. So just giving this in the notepad. Next, and you can check the versions pip double hyphen version. Okay, Python double hyphen version. So you can check one pip double hyphen version. These also you can check whether Python or pip available or not. So to install the Ansible as a root account, so this is the command. Okay, as a user account, so this is the command. That's it. So these are the four commands we can use. So, but this is for installation of Python and this is for installation of Ansible. Only two commands. Okay. So now installation is completed. Now how to work with the Ansible? Okay, currently, so what I did, I have installed the Ansible in the master machine. Okay, so now I want to I want to deploy, I want to install the services. I want to install the services in the remaining machines and I want to do deployments. That is my objective. Okay, so for that, what we are doing? First, you need to configure you need to enable the communication between these two parts. I already told you, right? The pre-requirements. So what are the pre-requirements for Ansible? For communication purpose, one is Python should be installed and SSH communication is mandatory. So Python is already installed. Next is you enable the SSH communication between the machines. Okay, you need to establish the SSH communication between the machines. So how to enable the SSH communication? Okay, so by I already told you we have a file called as in the /etc in the Ansible, okay, in the hosts. So you need to create this file in the particular path and you need to in the host section. Okay, in the host section you need to give the information of other machines. Okay, this is mandatory. So then only you can enable the communication between the other machines. Okay, so how to give the communication? So for that, first one, so just move into the part /etc. So currently our etc, just do ll here. If you search, there is no folder with the name. There is no folder Ansible. Okay, here there is no folder with the name Ansible. So therefore we can create the folder Ansible. So sudo mkdir Ansible. So now here Ansible folder is created. So Ansible folder is created. Just move into the Ansible folder. Here you need to create a file with the name hosts. So this is very, very important file. Okay, so here you need to pass the information of IPs. Here you need to pass the information of IPs. So what are the information of IPs? So let us take slave one. So what is slave one IP? So this is a slave one IP. So you need to give the slave one IP here, followed by. So you need to make the SSH authentication, right? SSH authentication you need to pass. So for that, you need to give the details of the username, how you are giving the SSH authentication. So for that, we have a command, right? SSH-I. Okay, so some, for example, if it is rhcl.pem, okay, followed by ec2-user. Okay, username you are giving, the rate of IP you are passing, right? This is a general command. So the same information you are passing in the host section. How you are giving? So IP. So you are giving the IP here. So next key. So you need to provide the path of key, and you need to give the username. So these three are compulsory. Okay, in the host section. So these three things are compulsory. So first of all, I have given the IP. So next one, I need to define the username. So for that, Ansible underscore SSH underscore user. So what is the username of the other machine? So that is EC2-user. So username I have given. Next one, I need to provide the key file path. For that, Ansible underscore SSH underscore private underscore key underscore file. So you need to give the path. So where I keep this file, but currently I did not place the key file in the master machine. So later I'll add the file in the particular path. So for that, I'm just adding the file key in this particular path, EC2-user. So in this particular folder, the key is available. Okay, in this particular folder, the key is available. Understood, right? The meaning of the first line. Any doubts here in the first line? So how you are executing the command, the same command you are giving in the host section like this: IP, username, and the key file. Okay, so next. So first slave, that is you are completed. Next, give the second IP information. So for that, copy the second machine. So since the second machine also have the same information, right? I'm using the same key. Okay, I'm using the same key. So but you need to specify the key. Okay, what is the key name? So here, forgot to give the key name. Here, what is the key name? It is Linux key. Sorry, it is Amazon key, right? What is the key name? You need to give the same name, Amazon key. So this is the key name you need to pass. Okay, you need to pass the same key name. .pem. .pem file. Okay, if you are using another key, so just give the name of the other key file. Okay. Now coming to the second IP, same thing. I have used the same IP, same user. So therefore, give the same information. For third machine, this is Ubuntu machine. So for this, so just give the IP of the machine and just copy this. The format is same, but here what is the difference? Here the username is different. So what is the username? The username for Ubuntu is Ubuntu. Okay, but the key file, whatever the key file you are used, that is same key file. Okay, same key file you are used. Okay, right. Now just to save this file. So this should be given. So now SSH communication is established. Okay, so just check once again the file. So this information you are given in the host section. So now, but here the key file is not available in the master machine. That's why you need to copy the key file in the particular path. So for that, I'm using the WinSCP for copying the key file. Hope you know this process. Okay, just copy this. The name, username, user, authentication. So copy the temp file. Amazon key temp file. That's it. Now minimize this. Now if you see here, temp file is Amazon key temp file is available. So just change the permissions. Sudo chmod. You know the permissions for key file. What should be? It should be 400, right?
Yes, 400.
Should be 400. Amazon key. Now if you check the permissions, so see it is 400 permissions. It's already the same process. How we are doing the SSH communication, the same steps we are followed here. Now we have done the complete information, the host information. So once again, if you go to the host section, Ansible. So here I have given the information like this. For example, in the real time, okay, there are different types of servers will be available. Okay, say so prod servers, prod app servers. That means in the production application servers will be there. So those are called as prod app servers. Next, DB servers, so like database servers. So likewise, we have different classification servers are available. Okay, so if you want to define, for example, here I have 3 machines, right? Slave 1, slave 2, slave 3. So out of these 3 machines, so let us say I'm using slave 1, slave 2 for production app servers and this slave 3 as DB server. So how can I specify there? How can I specify means here only. So just to specify. So enter here you can type like this. So prod app servers. Give the name like this. Okay, you can give any name here, not a problem. So for third machine, I'm defining as DB servers. DB servers. Okay. So I'm just separating the machines based on their application. So I'm just using these 2 machines for application deployment, and let us take this is for DB purpose. Okay, just save this. Now it is completed. The configuration is completed. That means Python is installed and SSH communication also established. So now I want to check whether these machines are communicating with the master or not. Slave 1, slave 2, slave 3 are communicating with the master or not. So for that, the command is Ansible. So remember, for if you want to execute the Ansible commands, the starting line is Ansible. Okay, the Ansible itself. So for that, so since in the host section, okay, in the host section, so you have 3 different machines, and out of 3, 2 are belong to production. Okay, 2 are belong to production, and 1 is belong to DB server. Okay, for example, I want to check whether the prod app servers are pinging or connecting, okay, in communication with the master or not. For that, I'm giving the name. So prod app servers, the same name. So the command is here -m. M stands for module. I'll explain the Ansible modules. So out of that, the first is ping. Okay, Ansible is the command, and I want to check whether the prod app servers are communicating with respect to the master or not. That means SSH communication is established or not. So the command is -m ping. So just click on enter. So could not match host applied host pattern, ignoring the prod app server. So whatever the name you need to give, the same name. Okay, you need to pass here. So /etc/ansible hosts. What is the name? So prod app server you have given. You have given the name as prod app server, but I'm given here prod app server. That is the error. So whatever the name here, that is you need to give. So now enter. Now see here, it is showing the green color, means ping pong. That means the connection is established. Okay, the connection to the master server to the two slaves, that is prod app servers, is available. So see the success. You can see the success here. So this is the IP of the slave 1. So this is the IP of the slave 2. So therefore, two machines are in the ping state. Two machines are in the ping state, that is communicating with the master. Now I want to check whether the DB server is in communication with the master or not. See, that is also in communicating. How it is knowing the communication means? So in the host section, you, as per the details you are given, so then only it is communicating or not. You need to provide the proper information in the host section. Then only, so the both Ansible master and slaves are in the communication state. Understood? So this is the first way. That is the command here to check. So for example, I want to check all the machines. I don't want to give I don't want to specify. That means Ansible prod app servers or Ansible DB servers. I want to check all machines. So for that, the command is Ansible all. So see, it is showing the 3 machines information. This is 2 and this is 3. So total 3 machines information it is showing. So all 3 are in ping state. Okay, so here the command to check whether the machines are communicating with the master or not. So that is Ansible all. Or you can use one more command if you want to specify server by server. Okay, if you want to check any servers, then this is the name. Whatever the name you need to specify, the same name you need to give here. Okay, and I want to give here DB servers. I've given the name as DB servers. So you can check anyway. Okay, you can check anyway by using any one of the command. You can check whether the slaves are in communicating with the master or not. Now, after this, now again we are working with the host section only. So actually, the path, okay, the default path for host section, host file is /etc/ansible/host. This is the default path. But we can change the host file section, host file path. Okay, for example, if you keep the host file, okay, if you keep the host file under home slash, okay, ec2-user. Now I want to check whether the machines are in communicating with the master or not. So for that, currently I have the host file in the /etc/ansible/ so host section, host file is there. Now I'm just moving the file sudo mv /etc/ansible, okay, host section. So I'm just moving this to /home /ec2-user. Now if you move into the folder /cd/etc/ansible, there is no file here. Host file is not there here. Now if you move into the home directory, So here host file is now here available. Host file here now available. Now I want to check whether the command is working or not. Ansible all -m ping. It is not working. So what it is saying, no inventory was pairs. Only implicit local host is available. So provided the host list is empty, only local host is available. So note that the simply local does not match all. That means what it is saying, this host file, okay, this host file is not available in the particular path. The default location for this /etc/ansible is, okay, this is the host file is, this is the default path. You need to place the host file in the particular path only, then only it will work. Okay, so we have other name for host file. We have the host file is also called as inventory file. Okay, it's a very important term. Interviews also they are asking. So the other name for host file is called inventory file. Okay, so now whatever it means. So now here currently the host file is available under /home/etc. So /home/ec2-user. Now can I execute the command? So it is not possible because it is saying so the file is not there in the default path. So then how to execute the command? So for that, so you need to specify the path of the host file. Okay, so currently the host file is available under /home/it. That is under the present working directory only the host file is available. Therefore, you need to pass the information like this: -i host, the name of the file. Now you can pass the command all -m ping. Now it is showing. That means what is this command? It is saying that, okay, what it is saying, it is saying the host file is available, not available in the default path, but this is provided along with the command. That means it is available in the particular directory. For example, if you move the host file in other folder, say /opt. For example, if you move the host file under the /ept, so then how should you give the command? The same command you need to pass, but here the path of host file should be /opt/hosts. So that part also I will show here. So just sudo move, okay, hosts into the /opt. Now here host file is not available. Now use the same command, but here you need to provide the path where the host file is there. Now see, it is working. That means if the host file path is changed or inventory file path is changed, then what you need to do? You need to provide the path of the host file along with the command by using the flag -i. Understood? Any doubts here up to this part? So this is the first prerequisite for checking whether the slaves and master both are in sync state or not, both are in communication or not. Because if you want to install any service in the slaves, or if you want to deploy any application in the slaves, first thing is communication. Okay, proper communication should be established between the master and slaves. So how to check the communication established or not? By using this command Ansible -i host all -m ping. Now we have checked that. Okay, so now all the three machines are in sync state, communicating with each other. So then, any doubts up to this part? If this is clear, then I'll move to the next part. Clear? Any doubts? So till now, what we discussed? So we discussed the introduction for Ansible. Okay, so Ansible is a configuration management tool as well as deployment tool. Okay, so here it is a Python based language. It is designed based on Python language. Okay, in the Ansible playbooks, we are using the scripts. Those are written in the YAML language, YAML format. That part I'll discuss later. So this is the topics we are going to cover: installation, modules, playbooks, roles, vault. Okay, so we are discussing about the Ansible in the CLI command line interface. This is a free version. Okay, the other services for Ansible are Ansible Galaxy, Ansible Tower, Ansible Dock, Ansible Vault. Okay, the alternative tools for Ansible is okay, Chef, Puppet, Salt Stack. Okay, but these are not freeware. You need to charge. You need to pay the charge for using of these services. Okay, so the major difference between the Ansible and the these tools is the host file is available in the master machine itself. We have seen right now. But for other machines, for the other tools, so the host section inventory file will be available in the other server that is called as middle server. Okay, so the prerequisite for Ansible is Python and SSH communication should be established between the machines. So we install the Python. Okay, so and communication is established. How you are giving the communication? So by creating a host file in the /etc Ansible folder, it is not there. You need to create the folder, and in the folder you need to create the file hosts file. So this is the default path. So for host section or inventory file section. So this host file will contain the information of the users. Okay, or servers. So sudo -op current feed is available in the current host. So this is the format. You need to pass the information. How you are giving the SSH command. In the same process, you need to give the okay. So this is part I have given here. Okay, so IP and user and username into pass and along with the key file path. Okay, so after that, after giving the proper details, for example, if the key file name is different, for example, you're using a different key, then you need to give the same name. Okay, but before that, you need to place that key in this particular location. You can change the location anyway, it's not a problem. Okay, so after that, so you need to check the communication between the master and these three slaves. For that, command is Ansible all -m. Okay, so remember this command will work if the host file is in the default path. Okay, if host file in /etc/Ansible/hosts. So in this path only these three commands will work. If the host file is in different location, you need to pass the path. Okay, you need to provide the path of the host file along with the command. So this is the part up to be discussed. Understood? Any doubts? The next topic, Ansible. Okay, we have a lot of modules to discuss Ansible module. So you can also search in the Google. You will get multiple modules for Ansible. So docs.ansible.com. So this is the website you can see. So you can get the complete information. Okay, so here you can see the all modules. So these are the list of modules which are available in the this Ansible. So, but we are not interested in learning all these uh, modules. Okay, only basic modules which are required in the real time. That is only we are using. So, if you click any one of the modules, so it will give the information about that module along with the examples. So, let us check any one. So, let us check the M module here. So this M module, so if you click the any module here, okay. So you can get the complete description, complete information about that, okay, module. So here, these are parameters you can pass, you can use. All these are optional. Okay, those are not mandatory. You can also append along with the command. Okay, so at the bottom you can see the examples also. So these are the examples. How we are giving the modules in the these are related to playbook, so not for modules. I'll explain about the playbook later. Okay, so you can also search for ping. You can get the command here, module. So maybe I'll tell that part. So here, out of the module, so I'm just explaining the first one is ping. So that is already covered right now. So we have so many ways for testing the ping command. So by using these three things, already I have completed this part. But these will work if the host file is in the particular default path. And if the host file is in other path, so then you need to pass the information like this. The host file is in this particular path, whereas this one, the host file is /etc slash home slash ec2 hyphen user. Okay, if it is in this path. So likewise, you can use the ping module. Understood? So here, along with the all, instead of all, you can also check for any other services, servers. So that is also work. In place of all, you can also check whether the prod app servers are in communication with or not, or DB servers are communicating with the master or not. Okay. So this is about the first command. Next, second one, setup. Okay. So this is a setup command. So this will give the information of the machines. Setup command, setup module. We cannot call these as a commands. We are calling these as modules. So ping is a module, setup is a module. That's why you are passing the argument -m. Okay, you are giving the argument as -m. -m means it is a module. Okay, so how to use this command? So now how to use the setup command? The command here is Ansible. Okay, so if you want to check for all the machines here, but the host path is different, right? Therefore, you need to pass the host path. So that is currently in the /opt/host. You need to don't forget this. If you forget this, you are not able to get the complete information. The command will not execute. So what is the module? It is a setup module, right? So the command is -i. So the host file path, host, the module name is setup. Okay, now just click on enter. What it is showing. So now it is showing the different options. So what you want to get the information, what information you want to get. So for that, you need to pass the arguments. Okay, whatever the information you want to pass. If you want to know the private key file information, okay, or if you want to see the any information, so remote user information. Okay, likewise, you can see any argument here. You need to pass the attributes. You can call this as attribute for that -e. Okay, so just give the filter. This is the command you need to give filter. Just star. Ansible -a. Slash. Okay, here we are not passed all right. That is the error here. Okay, on which server you want to know the information. So that is why it is throwing the error. So you need to pass. Now see, it is giving the complete information of all machines. Okay, all the green color means it is the information. The mistake here it is you are not specified what is the server. If you specify all, so see this is the first message. So here you can see the complete information of the machine. So Ansible facts, that is it will give the information. So this is also a very important interview question. What is meant by Ansible facts? Ansible facts will give the complete information of the machines, remote machines. Okay, Ansible facts will gather the information of the remote machines. Okay, so here you can see the Ansible architecture. So what is it is 64-bit. So what is the BIOS date? So it is showing a BIOS date. So BIOS vendor. Okay, so each and every complete information of the that machine it is showing. So you can also see. So what is the date and time? So this is today's date is this is so day is 24. So our what is the time? Okay, what is our? So it is 16. So like that it is showing, and also you can see the IP address. So what is the IP address of this second one, second remote that machine? Okay, and also see here the complete information of the remote machines you can see with the help of the setup command, setup module. So that is for with respect to the machine one. So now similarly you can see the for machine two. So this is for machine two. All the information is for machine one. So now here you can see the machine two. Okay, likewise. So for example, I want to specify only one particular object. So since this entire stuff is very difficult to identify, so what exactly? For example, I want to know what is the operating system. So here, this information will contain the operating system information also. Let us see. This operating system, Ansible distribution. It's the Ansible distribution. It is Amazon. So the file path is available under here. Okay, so now for that, I want to specify. I want to filter. Okay, out of all the details, I want to filter what is the related to whatever is specified here. That means for that the attribute is -a. Okay, the attribute for this is -a filter. So I want to search Ansible so underscore star, whatever it may be. So now it will display the content with respect to Ansible underscore on. Ansible underscore something it is showing. Again here. See, it is showing the information only about underscore. Okay. Ansible underscore. Let us take any specify you can take. It's showing the complete information about that one. Where Ansible underscore is there, it will checking that one, and it is giving the details about that one. I want to know what is. Let us take. I want to go this part. You can filter this one. You can give this value. I'm specifying this. Now click on it. See, it is only showing up to that part only. Okay, it is only showing up to that part. Whatever is specified in the filter section, only that part it is showing. Okay, for example, I want to show what is the OS type. So where I can see the OS type, you can see Ansible underscore. Just check for the OS. So what is the main objective of this command is to check the complete information, and if you want to search for any content, any specific content, then you can use the this one. So let us take, I want to search for Ansible distribution. Okay, I want to search this Ansible distribution. So for that, I'm just giving that part. So filter Ansible distribution. See, it is showing this. This is Amazon. This is also Amazon, and this is Ubuntu. Okay, so it is Ubuntu machine. That's why it is showing Ubuntu box. It is Ubuntu machine. These two are belong to Amazon. So therefore, it is showing the Amazon. Understood. So in this way, this command will work. This module will work. So setup module. So what is the command to work with the setup module? Simple. Okay. For example, I'm taking the default path. Therefore, I'm taking all. Okay. So -I. So no, -I is not required. Next -m setup. So when you click on enter, this will give the full information of all machines. You want to specify for any machine, in place of all, just give the name product servers or DB servers, like that. Okay. So here you want to search any particular object. So then all -m setup. So you can pass the attribute -a. So in the column, in the quotations, you need to do filter is equal to. So you need to give this information. Let us take Ansible distribution, like this. So then it will give the Ansible distribution of all machines. Right? Clear about this setup module? Any doubts here? It's very simple to work with Ansible. Clear, right? Next one. Third module, shell. So you know the meaning of shell. Okay, that is nothing but shell scripts. You know how to use the shell scripts. Nothing but you need to pass the commands along with the Ansible command. Okay, you need to pass the commands along with the Ansible. So for that, the command is Ansible. So since the host file is in the /opt/hosts, okay, if you don't want to give this path, just move the host file into the /etc/Ansible folder. Then you don't need to pass this path. Okay, so /opt host file, and after this, I want to pass the command. The command, nothing but it is a module. So -m nothing but module, and the module name is shell. Okay, here you need to give the command. So that command should be passed with the attribute in the form of attribute. So just here in the quotations, just type any command. Okay, just type any command, but here before that you want to know on which machines you want to know. So for example, I want to know the date of all machines. Okay, by using the shell command, I'm just giving here. So do enter. So see here, it is showing the date. Okay, it is 16/11/13. The date of the 3 machines it is showing. Date of the 3 machines it is showing. Now, not only this date command, you can give any command. So I want to give ls-le. So that what is showing? it is showing all the list of files and folders in the particular home directory, home/ec2-user if it is a Linux machine, or /home/ubuntu if it is a Ubuntu box, for all the machines. So simply you need to pass the commands between the two codes. Just click on enter. So see, for the Ubuntu machine, so for Ubuntu machine under this part, so this is showing. These are the files which are available. And for Linux machine, so we have the ec2-user. So these files are available under /ec2/home/ec2-user. So these are available. And I want to show the present working directory. So see, what is the present working directory? It is /home/ubuntu /home/ec2-user. So likewise, you can pass any command by using the shell argument, shell module. Okay, and I want to see the list of files ls-la, okay, or list of files in the particular path. Say it is the root folder. In the root folder, I want to, okay, I want to see the list of files. So click on enter. So see here, it is showing the list of files. So these are the folders and files which are available under, okay, root folder /file system. So these are the files and folders which are available under root file system. Okay, so if you give ls-la, so now it is showing the detailed information under the root path. So in this way we can work with the shell command. Understood? Any doubts here? This will execute the shell. So what is the example? All -m. What is the module name? Shell. And here you need to pass the attribute. It's in the colon. Let us say PWD. So this will execute the PWD in the remote machines. And I want to show list of files. Okay. So and I want to show the date. Likewise, the shell command will work. Not only this command, you can create anything. You can use anything here. So for example, I want to create a file, a text file. Okay, I want to create a text file under the /opt folder. So for example, for that, what I can do? So use touch. So let us touch /opt say file.txt. Let us check whether this file is read or not. So it is permission denied. It is showing the error, permission denied. So if you want to give the permissions, so how you are doing in the real time, how you are doing normally how you are giving the permissions, root permissions, how you are giving the root permissions. If you want to execute any command, if you are getting permission denied, what you are doing? Hello? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you are executing any command, but if it is showing permission denied, so what you are doing?
We have to change the permissions of the particular file.
First, before that, you need to give the permission for that file, right? For that, you are giving the you need to take the root permission. Okay, you need to take the root permission. For that, you are using the command sudo. You are adding the sudo permissions. But here, if you want to add the sudo permission along with the command, just give -b. Okay, just pass the command -b. So then -b will create the root permission. -b will give the root permission. Just click on the enter. Now see here, changed. Changed means the file is exist. So if you want to check what is the content of the file, folder. So now I've created the file, right? So I want to check whether the file is there in the /opt or not. See here, file.txt is created in the particular folder. Likewise, you can create the files. You can work with the commands, shell commands. You can work with the shell commands, right? This is about shell module. Okay. Next one. Any doubts in the shell module? Any doubts? No doubts? Right. So next one, next module is M module or APT module. Okay, if it is Linux machine, you need to give M. If it is a Ubuntu machine, you need to give APT. So what is the function of M or APT? What is the usage of M or APT? It is used to install the package, right? In the Linux machine or Ubuntu box. So for that, the command should be like this. Sudo, sorry, Ansible. Okay, hyphen I am giving the path file. Now, in all the machines, I want to use this command. So hyphen m. Okay, now what is the package I want to install? So for that, you need to give the argument like this. After giving the module name, you need to give the argument hyphen a. So here in the codes you need to write. So the format is pkg, nothing but package. Package is equal to, for example, I want to install httpd package and followed by state. Just giving the state, click on enter. It is showing the, see here what it is showing. It is showing the red color. Red color means the command is not executed. Why the command is not executed? So here it is showing the state should be absent. Okay, value of state must be absent, installed, latest, present, remove. So you need to use any one of the default options. Absent means, okay, the package is available, but it is not ready. The package is not available. HTTPD package is not there, removed. Installed means the package is installed. So latest means the latest version of the package will be installed. So present means the package is installed. Okay, package is available. So remove, that means the package is removed from the machine. So likewise, so got means, so here it is showing the blank, means no input you are given. That's why it is showing the blank one. So for that, so you need to give the state as, let us take, I'm doing the installed. I'm giving the state as installed. So now click on enter. It is failed. So here what it is showing, you need to be root to perform the command. Okay, you need to be root to perform the command. So how do you give the root permissions? I just told you. You need to pass -b. So this is also a very important interview question. In my interviews also, I faced this question. How do you give the root permissions in the Ansible playbooks or Ansible modules? Okay, in the Ansible modules, along with the command, you need to pass -b. So -b gives the root permission. So now see, here it is showing something. So installing HTTPD. Okay. So installed. You can see the installed message here. Now for this IP, so package is installed. So if you see the changed message, then the command is successful. Okay, just observe the difference. So changed means you are getting three types of messages. Okay, you are getting three types of messages. One is changed. Second one, error. Second one, okay, unchanged. Like this, will you see some message? So changed means you are seeing in this yellow color. So error means that is you are showing in the red color. So unchanged means it is green color. Okay, I'll show that part also. So now see here in the machine in this IP changed means so this HTTP is installed. So in the second machine also, so this is installed. But when you come to the third machine, it is failed. Why this is failed? Anybody tell me what is the reason? Why it is failed for the third machine? Why it is failed? What is the third machine? Is it Linux or Ubuntu? Third machine is Ubuntu, right? Okay, if the machine is Ubuntu, what should be the command? Installation command you need to pass. You should give apt.
Right.
M is for Linux machines.
Linux.
Apt
Okay.
for apt command is for Ubuntu machines. So in the command, what you are given all. Whenever you are given all, so in the host section, it is checking for all the machines. Out of all the machines, okay, some machines are belong to Linux, some machines are belong to Ubuntu. So therefore, this command, you are giving the module name as M. Therefore, M module is worked only for Linux machines. Therefore, whatever the command you are given, that command will work only for the Linux machines. For all the remaining other machines, it will be failed. So similarly, if you pass the same command for Ubuntu box, so just change the command, change the module name to apt. Now click on enter. Now see, it is failed for Linux machines. So these two are Linux machines. So that's why it is failed. Whereas if you see for Ubuntu box, so this is success. So this is installed in the Ubuntu box. Okay. So here this is also failed. 1, 2, 3, right? Yeah. So for 3 machines it is failed. Why? Anybody tell me the reason? Here I executed the command with the Ubuntu box machine only, but it is failed. Why it is failed for Ubuntu box? Any guesses? Because the reason here in Ubuntu box there is no HTTPD package. The package name for HTTPD is Apache 2. Okay, the package name for Ubuntu machine is Apache 2. It is not HTTPD. That's why it is failed. Now, if you click on enter, this time you will see. Next. So here, one more thing. So value of the state must be any one of the for Ubuntu box. So these are the state values you need to pass. For Ubuntu box, these are the state values you need to pass. For Linux machine, so these are the these values you need to pass. You have seen that previously. So see here. This. Go down. Yes, so these are the state values you need to pass for M for M module. So you need to pass these state values. State values must be any one of these. For Ubuntu box, state values we now just we have seen, right? So any one of these, because in the Ubuntu box there is no installed. So the Linux machine you have the state as installed, but in the Linux machine there is no installed. So we have absent is there, fixed is there, latest is there, present is there. So for that, first you need to install the package, right? Therefore, in place of installed, you need to pass latest. Now this time it will work. So no such file or directory. So what is the command you have given? -n apt let's take in place of all, let's take DB servers. Is executing only operation in the DB. It is showing the error. Apache 2 is not found. Okay, Apache 2. Let us check the package. Why? Because okay, why Apache 2 is not there means first you need to update the repo. So at the time of Ubuntu, okay, HTTPD Nginx concept, I already show right. Okay, at the starting of Ubuntu machine, first you need to update the repo because Apache 2 package is not available in the default repo. So first you need to update the package. So what is the command? So I need to use the shell script, right, for update the package. So -i/opt/host. Okay, this is the file path, and after that I need to use a shell command. Okay, in the shell command, so here after the host section I'm giving the DB servers because the DB servers having the Ubuntu machine -m shell. Here I'm using the command as apt update. Apt update. Just click on enter. Here you need to pass the argument attribute -a. So reading the package could not permission denied. So you need to give the permission -b. Now the repo is updated. Apt repo Ubuntu box is updated. It's taking some time. See here. So repo is updated. So you can see the change in message, then the repo is updated. Now you can install the package. Now you can install the Apache 2 package in the Linux box. See the package is installing, it is taking some time. After that, you can see this yellow color text, the change in name. See here, the package is installed in the Ubuntu box. Changed. Okay, so now the package is installed. Okay, now So in this way, we can work with the this M or apt module. So what are the two commands I have given? Ansible, okay, all -m. If it is Linux machine, so M. So what is the command? It is package is equal to httpd state is equal to installed. The root permission, you need to take -b. And Ansible all -m. If it is a Ubuntu box, so package is equal to, let us take Nginx here in place of httpd or whatever the package, but we need to first update the repo. Okay, we need to update the repo first. So state is equal to, so what is our latest? This is the attribute you need to pass. So -a you must give, otherwise it is throwing the error. Attribute you need to give. So these are the two commands you can work with the M or apt to install the package, right? And so I stopped today with this last module. So we are just install the service, right? Okay, we are just install the service and now we will start the service. So deployment we will see tomorrow, because currently we are installed the package, but it is not yet running. Of course, for Ubuntu box, if you install the package, so the package will be automatically running. So see Ubuntu box. So just click here. So it is not running because the port is not open. You need to open the port 80. Okay, the port is not open. 122 is available. So just open the port 80. Now just refresh. See here, Apache Ubuntu. So default page it is open. Apache 2, it is running in the Ubuntu box. So, but in the Linux machines, this HTTPD is not running until you start the service. Okay. So for that, okay. So for that you need to use the next module called as service. Next module is called as service. So what is the use of this module? So to start the service, stop the service, or to restart the service. So anyway, you can use this one. Now for this, how the command will be? So Ansible, if I am giving the path /opt. Okay, all machines, because I don't want to take all machines because currently this Apache 2 is running, right? So that's why I'm taking only prod app servers only. Prod app server. And next, I want to pass the module. What is the module name? It is service. And I want to pass the argument with -a. So here you need to pass the argument. The default is name. So what is the package name? It is httpd and state. So if you don't know the state, how to pass this, so click on enter. It will give the information. So how you need to pass the information. So anyway, you need to give reloaded, restarted, started, stop. You can give any name. Okay, here the usage. This is the any state, maybe any state you can give. It may be anything. So here I'm just giving the name as state as started. Here one of the name is started. So therefore started. So why it is showing error? Unable to start the service. The failure to start is due because you need to give the root permissions. See, the service is started. Okay, You are seeing some yellow color text with some change in mind. So you can see the state started. Now, if you just launch the use the IPs for checking. See, Apache to HTTPD is running in the two machines. The two machines, HTTPD is running in the Ubuntu box, Apache 2 is running. Likewise, okay, you can work with the service module. Okay, if you want to stop the module, if you want to stop the service, just here stop. So service is stopped here. Now, if you do the refresh, it won't work. So it is not working. So for Ubuntu machine also, if you want to check for Ubuntu machine, so in place of here, view the DB server, first change the name, DB server. Here the name is Apache. Click on enter. So could not match the separate host pattern within DB servers. Then should be match. So here also we stop. So now HTTPD and A are not running. Now if you want to restart again, just start it. In the Ubuntu box, it is started, and in the Linux machines, I want to refresh. It is working. It is working. It is also working. Now the service is running. So in this way, we are working with the service module. What is the command? For Linux machine, Ansible all -m service -a, the name you need to give, that is HTTPD state equal to started. This will start the service. If it is Linux machine, you need to give, so you must pass the root permission before -b. So like this, you can work with the service module. So still some more modules are there. So I will discuss those modules tomorrow. So if you have any doubts in these modules, in this topic, okay, how we are doing the configurations and modules. So these are the topics we are going to discuss. Installation is completed. We are currently in the module section. Okay, so tomorrow modules completed along with some part of playbook. So mostly by end of this week, we will complete the Ansible, and by the end of the next week, we will complete the remaining two tools, Docker and Kubernetes, and some part of AWS tool, AWS services like S3 buckets, cloud formation. So some other tools are there. I'll explain those tools in the next week after the completion of Kubernetes. Okay, and I'll try to wind up this session with end of the next week. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, otherwise you can leave the session.